Yo, what's up? Okay, so a lot of new players have been getting into EVE recently, so I wanted to make a quick video on how new players could improve in general. So, before the video starts, I wanted to preface by saying that I am by no means an expert, and that this video might not be for everyone. With the introduction out of the way, let's start the video. The first thing you want to do when you start playing a new game is that you should get a feel for the game and then adjust your settings accordingly. With that being said, there's no perfect settings that would be suitable for everyone. However, there are settings that will help with clarity that I would almost recommend turning on, such as these settings. A common question that people usually ask is if there's a perfect sensitivity for them, and the answer to that is no, because it's based on your preference, and that you should change your sensitivity if it's too slow or too fast for you. I'll also put my settings in the description. You can download it and test out yourself, but I would not recommend just copying my settings. So in summary, you should play around with every settings until you find the settings that are the most suitable for you. With settings out of the way, let's move on to the next part. Now that you've spent the time to properly adjust your settings, it's time to put them to the test. Click on Create Games. Put the bot count anywhere around 5 to 10. When you're in the game, just go around and track some bots. Try out different aiming techniques such as long distance tracking, target switching, impulse well tracking, hipfire tracking. Whatever you could come up with. Like, you don't have the pressure of an actual match while you're in a private lobby, so just go wild with it. If you find the bots a bit too easy, then you can mess around with the timescale, which will make everything much faster or slower depending on the value. Making everything faster will make it harder to track, making the game a lot easier when you go back to the normal speed. Though, if you couldn't handle the speed, you should always lower it, as you will be developing bad habits trying to aim on targets way out of your league. In short, go slower if it's too hard and go faster if it's too easy. If you want to work on your aim separately, then I would recommend using an aim trainer such as Kovacs or Aim Labs. Though, since this video is a general guide, I'll just go over the scenarios that I would personally recommend for EVE, TGTI, LGC3 Reborn, Air Voltaic. There are also aiming communities that offer a large variety of resources such as Revosect and Voltaic, both of which I will link in the description. With all of the aiming fundamentals explained, it's time to move on to the next part. When it comes to movement, it isn't as simple as press E and fly across the map. You also need to get comfortable with the angle of which you aim your impulse nades. As you can see from the demonstration video, if you throw impulse directly at your feet, you would gain momentum in the vertical axis. So what you would do to travel around the map as fast as possible is to aim slightly behind while jumping. I'm not saying that impulsing on one axis alone is not helpful. It really just depends on the situation that you're in. There are other movement abilities like teleport that you can use to get into a fight or get out of one. Since this video is about the basics, I won't be going over how you could use teleport to its max potential. I would recommend beginners to use double jump and single teleport, as it's the most beginner friendly with a lot of room for error if you messed up your movement. However, if you're somewhat experienced, I would recommend triple teleport. With all of the basic movement explained, it's time to move on to the bonuses and conclude the video. You can go to crosshair.lemeta.gg to customize your own crosshair. The website has a lot of customizable features, many of which you can see on the screen right now. Once you're done customizing your crosshair, you can then go to your profile and upload the crosshair by following the video's instructions. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. This is my first time making a video guide, and if this video gets enough support, I'll consider making an in-depth version of the guide. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching.